Listen to this. Next month, a special bike ride is happening through the heart of the Alabama Black Belt. It's the first ever Marion2Selma bicycle ride. Joining us now in studio is Jeff Feet. Jeff, this ride commemorates the 60th anniversary of an event some people may not be familiar with. They're familiar with the Bloody Sunday, but tell us what happened in Marion in the 60s.
In the 60s, well, a couple of weeks prior to Bloody Sunday, there was a shooting and a murder in Marion. Jimmy Lee Jackson was shot by a state patrol, and that started the protests and the march to Selma. However, they were not able to march because of the Klan and the police stopped marchers.
That was sort of the catalyst.
It was very much a catalyst. An awful lot happened in Marion.
So tell us about this bike ride, this event. Why did you want to have something like this?
There's so much going on in the Black Belt that's beautiful, great roads, some really great restaurants. And the bike ride is a way to bring some attention to Marion that people have not been exposed to in the past. So that's why we're starting in Marion. There's a huge amount of history there with the colleges that started there and the civil rights that are in there, but nobody really knows about it. So bike ride's a way to start that.
For people who want to participate, how long of a ride is it? Do they need to be preparing?
Need to be preparing. It's a 31-mile ride from Marion to Selma, but there are hills. There's a couple of steep hills that go down. So you need to make sure your bike and your conditioning are in order. It's not a beginner ride necessarily.
Now, there's a similar ride that does happen from Selma to Montgomery. Can people participate in both?
Absolutely, and we hope they do. The Selma to Montgomery ride is 54 miles, following the trail that the marchers took, and it ties in very well with the Marion to Selma ride. Selma to Montgomery ride is on Saturday, the 20th or 22nd of February. Marion to Selma is 2 days before on the 20th.
Very similar to how the events unfolded.
Exactly, exactly. That's a really good point.
Is this a team thing? Is this something you just sign up for as an individual? How does that work?
Register through the Montgomery Bike Club at mgmbikeclub.org. And you can register for both events or one event at that site. So,
is there a fee to sign up?
There is. The Marion to Selma ride has a bunch of underwriters, and it's $25 to make that ride. That includes rest stops, some other events that are shown on the host page.
All of the things you typically see if you were signing up for a long ride.
Correct. Yes.
Again, remind us of that date. When is the ride happening? How can people sign up for it?
Marion to Selma ride, Thursday, February 20th, starting at 8:30 in the morning in Marion. You can register at mgmbikeclub.org.
And you can participate in both. This is a few days before the Selma ride. Jeff, thanks so much for joining us here in Alabama Live. We appreciate it.